What's happening, Reject Nation? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Leave a like. Guys, the door's gonna be a little bit more open today than usual just because we got some cats and I wanna make sure they're all right in case I hear something. You won't even notice if I leave because there'll be jump cuts. We're gonna watch Arcane episode 2 today from season 1. Subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified when our reaction for the next Arcane episode is up. I wanna thank everyone who joined our Patreon page just from the first episode. That means a hell of a lot to us. Full-length watch-alongs where you sync up with the time code for Arcane over there. Cover a bunch of shows. We're at the same tier. You get the option for both reaction highlights and or watch-alongs included as well. Lastly, thank you to the boys over at Prepper for editing these down for us. This was a last-minute decision, and they have been on top of their game, and I really appreciate it, guys. Let's see what's going on with episode 2 as us League of Legends experts break it all down for you. Easter eggs and theories.
Played the whole thing last night.
No, you're a jerk.
All the League of Legends.
Hello? Is someone in there?
Oh, the other side of the door.
Do a little Rashomon. Let's do this.
Did he die? He's alive?
You never know. He could die by the end of this episode.
Night King. Oh my god.
The whole world will forget Peter Parker's Spider-Man.
What the hell? What the hell?
Oh.
Into the cosmos.
Cool.
I know, right? This is awesome. Dope. The music in this show is also so phenomenal.
Yeah.
He sent me here to ensure that anything dangerous is removed, according to my list. Includes you.
What? How am I dangerous?
Yeah, that's for the council to decide.
Ooh.
I believe I've discovered something truly incredible. A way to harness magic through science.
Magic?
Yes.
No.
No?
The Arcane is dangerous, Jayce.
You worried Powder's gonna beat you again?
Hey, if she didn't keep fixing these things, I wouldn't keep missing.
Oh, fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
I want it.
You guys know I wouldn't take you on a job you couldn't handle, right?
Are you kidding? That was the best job we've ever done. Maybe just don't take Powder next time.
Gosh, such a dick. Oh my god, she's actually really skilled.
Sharpshooter. We just need a job that involves a lot of shooting.
I think she just panics too much, gets in her own way.
Give me a name.
Cool.
Gross.
You should see this.
Ooh.
Holy moly.
Search them.
Aw, damn.
This is bad, yeah.
That escalated.
They don't come down
Smashed
here.
Got nothing.
Except
Except for magic. Oh, no.
Wow. Why does this show look so awesome? Such a cyberpunk vibe.
Yeah.
We've got the numbers to beat them.
Yeah, let's teach him what it means to mess with us!
He doesn't want war?
This will blow over. We just need to stand together.
The Vander I knew, the one who built the underground, wouldn't be afraid to fight.
But they don't need to fight.
Do I look afraid?
No. You look weak.
Oh.
Vander's gotta deal with the enforcers.
What? Did we learn that deal fully before?
I know. I mean, he talked to the
Yeah.
force related, but I don't know if I don't think we found out the main particulars of the deal.
This shit looks like Wakanda.
Yeah, that's a good call.
It came to nothing.
So you're saying your study was meaningless?
It was revolutionary.
Revolutionary how? All I see is a boy meddling with things he doesn't understand.
The Academy seems to have loosened its standard.
Tilda Swinton.
I was trying to create magic.
Do tell.
You don't understand what's at stake. But how can you? That's a burden that only I here carry.
Ooh.
Time.
Oh, cool.
Wow. It corrupts, consumes, lays waste to civilizations. That cannot happen here, my boy.
My son isn't in his right mind.
Oh, man.
I move that Jayce be summarily expelled from the Academy and remanded to the care of his parents. All those in favor?
First time I've been invited to the lanes. It better be worth my time.
Oh, is he creating magic?
It must be, yeah.
I could have convinced the council. If my own family won't help me, I'll find someone who will.
I'll find 4 kids.
4
from the lower
children.
parts.
Did his actions lead to the prologue that we had? Or the bad guys?
Real power doesn't come to those who are born strongest, or fastest, or smartest. It comes to those who will do anything to achieve it.
That's motivating.
Time to let the monster out.
This guy's a fantastic manipulator.
Oh, no.
With all due respect, Counselor, don't you think we've pushed them hard enough?
Do whatever it takes. Turn the Undercity upside down if you have to. Just find them.
That's what he wanted to hear. He's like, oh, really? Yeah. Let's play dirty. Sick. He must have a real personal reason, though, for why he doesn't like these guys. Why he became enforcer?
He probably came from here.
Oh, I didn't expect that.
You can't escape the past, right? It'd be a shame if I had to put them on again. Cast irons.
Hold on! You can feel it.
All we need is a Spider-Man blood drop. Oh, Jesus.
And I'm gonna bury the lot of you.
Is you drunk already?
Strong stuff.
Oh, my dude.
Am I interrupting?
You're about to kill yourself.
Don't let me stop you.
I was an outsider the moment I stepped foot in Piltover. I didn't have the benefits of a patron or a name. I simply believed in myself, which is why I'm here.
The American way.
No one thinks it can be done.
When you're going to change the world, don't ask for permission.
I don't even know your name.
It's Victor.
That match cut makes it look like they're linked in some way.
Yeah, maybe.
What makes you different makes you strong. Always remember that, okay?
That is the theme of this whole episode.
Oh, no. Just giving herself
Holy
up.
shit.
Yeah. Wow.
Cool. Another really great episode. A little bit more somber, not really as action-packed, but you got a lot more world building here and expansion on the universe at hand. And I'm really impressed with the way the catalyst of the situation seemed like it's kind of a fun little heist gone wrong, and how it's literally the catapult for everything that's going on. Like the guy who's going to the blonde dude who they got into a fight with.
Oh, Deckard, I think is his name. Yeah.
Who's now with Batty, with the powerful serum.
He's now hulking out,
And it's so cool, like with the trial, that you see who the person was on the other side of the door. I thought it was like old man scientist. That's what I thought. Like Doc Brown or something.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. Oh, just some young aspiring scientist guy who has a fascinating plan. And it is cool how they flesh out the way the law and the politics work here of this wasn't even this guy's fault what happened, and now he's been put on trial, he's been expelled, and you've come to find out what he wants to do is combine science with magic. And it is neat how they have like this whole industrial revolution that they've, and the city that they have here, and like the great sheen that all this is. But magic has this like terrible reputation and this awful past. And so my question though is, because here's where I'm a tad confused. The very first episode, the opening, I was under the impression that was one of those, here's what's going to happen, what we're building up to, something terrible that's to come. But now when I was watching some of these scenes and hearing about their parents and stuff, I'm like, wait a minute, did I totally misinterpret that? And was that a flashback? I thought when they were like walking away and the city's behind them, that was something that's terrible to come. And I was like, okay, so we got two plots here that are going. One with Batty guy, who I don't know who that is. So sinister dude with the evil eye, and then his fun scientist. And then you have aspiring scientist character, Jayce. You have the aspiring scientist character now teaming up with Victor. And it's like, okay, is the evil thing and the destruction and the war. And then you got, of course, the enforcers and the upper class wealthy people dealing with the underworld. So it's building up this chaos of what's going to come and what feels like an inevitable war. So I thought like, okay, the opening scene when you see Vander at that, when he picks them up, was like, this is what I was trying to warn everyone about and trying to prevent everything from happening. Right?
It could absolutely be that. I feel like the thing that would tell us is how old the kids are in that flashback.
Yes, I don't remember it in full detail, and I don't want to revisit it too much and try to dissect it.
Yeah. I mean, it could be just what, put them as orphans in Vander's care, but it could also, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of flash forward, like here is, the...
What did you take it as? I thought it was a flash forward.
I thought it was a flashback.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was just a sort of, here's kind of a tonal chaos moment. But the thing is, I can see where you're coming from because it puts you in those shoes so much. It feels like a present moment, you know? But yeah, I think I took it ultimately as a flashback of like, okay, this guy rescued them and now they all live together and, cut to a few years later and now they're pulling jobs.
Yes.
Which, I mean, I love that aspect of it, though. I like when a show will take something like that, because, it's like with a group of,
have they explored the history of what happened there yet?
That, like, led the world to being this way?
Of what happened, what was going on during that, if it is a flashback?
Not yet,
no. They haven't explained that?
Not that I think. I mean, unless they're hinting at it in this episode where the one guy says, like, oh, you don't want to. We tried that once and it went really terribly.
Odds are you're right. But it sounds like they haven't tried the magic thing for
a long time.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know exactly how that lines up either.
Either way, I mean, I'm sure we'll uncover it. It's, even if that's a flash forward or a flashback, which one we're right. Everything else I'm saying, I still think is very true. That like all these puzzle pieces, and you're like, where's the real crumble of all this system going to happen? Yeah.
And whether flashback or forward, I think it does just highlight, the sort of tension and the very gritty tone of that between the topsiders and the you know, lower class people,
The underworld people, yeah.
as well as how cataclysmic perhaps a magical event could be.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you get at least those two senses.
I really love Vander, whoever voices him, and like that whole character of. It's one of those things where you could feel just such history with this guy and the past he used to have, and all those speeches where he like he essentially like laments how why he can't go through with fighting for this, and you can see that he's losing the respect of the people who all look up to him, and he's not inspiring them in his direction. Even the kids want to fight back. Even the kids want to go in there and get their hands dirty and violent, and he's not even torn by it. Like he has his decision made, and he's just trying to protect people. He's just trying to keep people safe. Like you can feel the sense that he's lost so many people, and he's lost so much in life that he doesn't want to lose any more now that he has some type of foundation here. And even that cop who seemed like an aggressive, like annoying henchman cop in the first episode, even he's become a lot more interesting to me, because knowing this show, I'm starting to think, what's his deal? Why does he hate them so much? What personal thing happened to him?
What's the chip on his shoulder?
This is so personal for him. He really hates these people.
He seems to have the utmost disdain. Like he either came from there or had some very terrible experience.
Some parent was killed.
He got Batmaned by somebody from the bottom side.
I just love how when you cut to the upper class people, how glossy and the patriarch, the hierarchy, even like their court is just so theatrical, you know. Like,
and so ornate and striking, dramatic, and
and then down under it, you feel like you got two very different. The worlds feel so in conflict with each other, and what I love about the way they flesh out the worlds here is that the ideologies on both ends, you could just feel like they're resonating in the air at all times. You don't need to hear characters talk. You instantly, whenever you cut to the underworld or the upper class, you just know what it's like.
You feel the cloud of attitudes change.
And that's one of my favorite things fleshed out. And then you keep cutting to this villain who I want to get a better sense of, because right now he seems kind of like Disney villain to me, to the point where I need to know a little bit more, because he's got a little cool speech. I love how even that comes in, where you think that fight in the first one where the kids, they're fighting to keep their backpack, how that just seems like a fun fight. And then, oh crap, it's led to something very important.
I like when anything will do that, where you think you're just watching some sort of fun adventure thing to set up who the characters are, just to get a few beats out, and it does that, but it also has been the catalyst for everything. It's been the domino that sent a whole bunch of different chains of dominoes falling over.
And I love how the hunt for the kids has become very important for the enforcers, because they know that there's some dealings with very dangerous experimental magic stuff, and that line that the sympathetic cop has. And I know that actress's face. I like her voice. You know what? She's actually in X-Men: The Last Stand. She's done way more.
Which is the best X-Men.
Which is in X-Men: The Last Stand, when the Asian guy from Saw. Hugs the scientist lady and then lets his spikes go off and kills her. It's that actress, I think. I think that's her. It sounds just like her.
I can see her face. She's got such a distinct whole.
She's done other stuff, but that's the first one I've thought of. But like her character in particular, I forgot, so caught up in trying to make sure I'm communicating that X-Men scene. I don't even remember what I was talking about. What was I saying about her?
I mean,
prior
we had been talking about her partner before, and then seeing like just how much all the attitude permeates everything, and the conflict between the two sides and all that. And I mean, she had such a presence. She always brings such a presence, but you could tell she's trying to keep that peace. And we were trying to suss out what exactly, the foundations of her arrangement with Vander are.
Yeah, they haven't made that really clear. It just seems like they fight for peace, essentially. But I love the kids. I love it all. I love how they're hunting for the children, and then not knowing. It makes sense why they're so adamant about making sure they find the children, because they don't know what they might have on their hands right now. they could be some dangerous ass magic shit, which they do. Yeah, they have the magic. Yeah, whatever those like cube crystal things are. And it is cool how they dealt with the core memory of our Jayce guy, seeing how his mom was saved with magic, or just this random situation that occurred, and why he believes so much in this. It's not just some guy who like read about legend. He's had personal experience that warped his entire existence, and now he's here. So while this one was more patient, I was still very much wowed by it, and the world building, and you could still feel that percolating build of like there's something that you could tell a collapse is on its way.
So there's a powder keg that's about to blow up.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. This is a really great show. It's cool because the first episode, as exciting and fun as it is, this was the one where I'm like, okay, I've adjusted to the animation. I'm a little bit past, because after a while you're like, yeah, awesome animation is awesome animation, but you need to also like, you know, like, okay, what's the story really feeling like? Yeah. And the story here just got better for me on all accounts, because I love like the tug of war of politics on all angles. Like, how does everyone at the council feel about the magic? How do the people who Vander is leading, how do they feel about going to war with the enforcers? How do the enforcers feel? And then you got this one guy off in like his own little Atlantis world of what's going on here, and I feel like that's gonna be the main linchpin to everything at some point, right?
Yeah, that's gonna hurdle a lot of things forward, probably both magically and civilly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this progresses, and then Act 2 comes out on Saturday, but we got one more Act 1 to finish. So guys, subscribe, click that notification bell, hit that like button. Last but not least, let's do a
Everett Pixelmite Baker Pixelmite, dude, your moniker there sounds like the perfect code name for someone who would live in a world like this. Pixelmite, you might not be the biggest of stature, but you do bring the might when you're pulling a job, when you're evading topside authorities. Maybe you could
to rap. I can't tell.
You know, it's about drop me a beat and we'll see what happens. But really, Everett, I mean, dude, you could lead a revolution if you just put your mind to it. You know, you don't even need any secret serums or anything to, you know, bulk your body up. All you need is some spirit and maybe a little magic to pull it all together. You know, you got to be able to flirt with danger, but harness it to lead to your ultimate desired outcome. And hey, you know, the people who lead, they're not necessarily born the strongest or the smartest or the fattest or whatever. They're the ones who are willing to do whatever it takes. And I think that's you, Everett. So, especially part of what it takes is keeping your pledge here. So do that, and we'll see you for the revolution, buddy.
He didn't rap to my beat.
Oh, wait. Right. Start it again. Yo.